starting the chapter, I want to tell about the definition of the breathing. So, what is breathing? Breathing is a process in which there is exchange of O2 and CO2 with the atmosphere. I want to say that when we respire out CO2 and intake O2, so this process is called breathing. And in definition wise, the definition for this topic is that now we talk about the definition of the breathing. So I am going to write the definition. Please note down. Process of exchange of O2 from atmosphere. The process of exchange of O2 from atmosphere with CO2. The process of exchange of O2 from atmosphere with CO2 which is produced by cell is called breathing. So basically I want to say that gases exchange between atmosphere and our body cell is called breathing. So now breathing in scientifically way it is also called as ventilation. Breathing has two parts. Means the process of breathing can be determined in two ways. It will be expiration and inspiration. Expiration is also called as expiration. Expiration is also called as exhalation. Expiration is also called exhalation. Exhalation means to do something or to get something out. मतलब किसी भी चीज को बाहर फेंकना. Inspiration is also called as inhalation. So this thing is for breathing. Now we talk about respiration process. Respiration process. Now I write the definition of respiration. Respiration it is a physiochemical process in which we utilize O2 to break down the compounds like glucose, amino acid, and get energy from it and adds its products or CO2 and H2O. मतलब हिंदी में बोले तो रेस्पिरेशन एक वो प्रोसेस है जिसके अंदर अपन O2 का यूटिलाइज करके जो ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स हैं जैसे कि ग्लूकोज और अमीनो एसिड उनको तोड़ के अपन बना रहे हैं, कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं अपन उनको इसके अंदर CO2, एनर्जी एंड वाटर. Utilization of O2 to break down compounds like glucose and amino acids into energy, CO2 and O2. So this is the definition of respiration. Now we talk about what the difference between breathing and respiration, and the basic definition, basic difference between the breathing and respiration is that breathing is a physical process. Only physical, not any chemical, no enzyme, no कुछ भी नहीं लग रहा breathing के अंदर. और respiration, it is a pure chemical process. Chemical means in the chemically I want to say that enzymes are going to act on the process and make their substrates and the resultant. So it is a respiration is fully a chemical process and breathing is the physical process. That is the basic difference between breathing and respiration. But in NCERT there is one term. At the end of this definition, NCERT written that breathing is commonly called as respiration. Commonly called, मतलब common भाषा में breathing को respiration बोल रही है NCERT. ये भी सही बात है. अपन आगे पढ़ेंगे. We read in further part of the chapter that respiration comprising of 5 steps. The first step is breathing. So I can say that breathing is a part of respiration. ब्रीदिंग जो होता है वो रेस्पिरेशन का पार्ट है. और मैं बताता हूँ, आई कैन टेल दैट नाउ दैट स्टेप्स. Five steps of respiration. The first step. The first step is breathing or pulmonary ventilation. As I said, breathing is a part of respiration. So now it is clear that breathing or pulmonary ventilation is a part of respiration or is the first step of respiration. So what happens in breathing and pulmonary ventilation? So in this step there is exchange of gases. Exchange of gases means the atmospheric oxygen come into the body and the alveolar cells that produce CO2 get out of the body. Now second point is diffusion of gases. Between alveolar membrane. So there is a diffusion of gases between the alveolar membrane. That is the second step of respiration. Now we talk about third step. Third step is transportation of gases by blood. Third step of respiration. Now fourth step, we talk about fourth step, diffusion of gases. Diffusion of gases, gases means O2 and CO2, diffusion of CO2 and O2 between blood and tissue. And the last step, that main step that respiration is ends. That step is utilization of O2 to convert to break down the compounds into oxygen, into carbon dioxide, energy, and water. The last step is also known as the last step we can also say it is in cellular respiration. understand this line. Utilization of O2 to break down the compounds and get energy CO2 and water as byproduct. So here in this the main resultant, the main object we found from that reaction is energy in the form of ATP, and the water and CO2 is the byproduct. As in chemistry we study about the reactions, many reactions. So when the resultants are when the products are obtained, so some products are the essential products and some are the byproducts. So in this reaction, oxygen and compounds get reacted to form energy, CO2 and water, and this energy is the main product which is utilized by our body, and CO2 and water are the byproducts. So this is the basic 5 steps of respiration. Now I am going to represent these 5 steps in a form of diagram, a normal skeletal diagram in which we can study about the 5 steps of respiration. So let's start. The first step, breathing or pulmonary ventilation. Okay. Now see that. There is a human. So first step, breathing and pulmonary ventilation, exchange of gases. So see this, O2 coming inside and CO2 going outside of the body. So this is the breathing or pulmonary ventilation or exchange of gases. So it is first step. Now second step, diffusion of gases between alveolar membrane. Now see that. This is alveoli, our alveoli, which is present in lungs. So and this is behind this, below this there is blood capillary or pulmonary capillary. This is pulmonary capillary. This is pulmonary capillary and this is alveoli. Now the oxygen and CO2 that present inside that oxygen come to the alveoli and it get exchanged with CO2 which is present inside the pulmonary capillary. So basically it is diffusion. Diffusion takes place. It is basically diffusion between O2. O2 diffusion occur only. So this is diffusion of gases between alveolar membrane. Now next step is transportation of gases by blood. So now the oxygen is coming the pulmonary capillary, means the oxygen is in circulation. Now we have to transport that oxygen rich blood or oxygenated blood to different part of the body. So this process is done by blood. In blood there is hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is an essential part of blood that act as a carrier of oxygen. ठीक है? Now see, this is a blood cell which having hemoglobin and O2 is attached to it. Now this O2, this oxygenated blood goes to the tissue, and where are fourth step, diffusion of CO2 and O2 between blood and tissue. This happens. Now see this. See this, diffusion of CO2 and O2 between blood and tissue. So the oxygenated blood give their O2 to the tissue, and the tissue having CO2, which is noxious to our body, is transported to the bloodstream, and it goes in the circulation and again reaches to the alveoli, and then it expels out of the body. So this is the fourth step, diffusion of CO2 and O2 between the blood and tissue. Now the last step is utilization of O2 to break down compound and get energy CO2 water as a byproduct. Now this O2 is entered in the curve cycle, and all the cycles we read in the other chapter, respiration in plant, that glycolysis, curve cycle, ETS, where this O2 is there, and where the breakdown of glucose, glycolysis glucose breakdown is occurred. So this is the skeletal diagram of 5 steps of respiration. हिंदी में समझो, देखो क्या हुआ कि अपन ने सबसे पहले स्टेप थी ब्रीदिंग एंड पल्मोनरी वेंटिलेशन, ठीक है। अपन ने O2 अंदर लिए, CO2 बाहर छोड़, तो ये हो गया अपनी ब्रीदिंग और पल्मोनरी वेंटिलेशन। अब जो O2 अंदर आई वो एल्वेओलाई में पहुंची, और एल्वेओलाई से वो पल्मोनरी कैपिलरी में पहुंची बाय द एल्वेओलर मेम्ब्रेन के जरिए, ठीक है। अब क्या हुआ, तो अब तीसरा स्टेप क्या है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ गैसेस बाय ब्लड। जो O2 अब ब्लड पल्मोनरी कैपिलरी में आई, वो अपनी सिस्टमिक सर्कुलेशन में जाएगी। कैसे जाएगी, ब्लड के जरिए जाएगी। ब्लड में क्या होता है, हीमोग्लोबिन होता है। हीमोग्लोबिन में क्या होता है, ऑक्सीजन बाइंडिंग कैपेसिटी होती है, ऑक्सीजन बाइंड हो जाता है इससे। तो इससे ये अपना पहुंचा सिस्टमिक कैपिलरीज के अंदर। सिस्टमिक कैपिलरी जो टिश्यू के बाजू में है, उसने क्या करा, जो ऑक्सीजन था उसमें वो टिश्यू में डाल दिया, और जो टिश्यू के अंदर CO2 था वो ले लिया, और अब वो सिस्टमिक वेन से वेना कावा से होते हुए वापस सर्कुलेशन में आगे पल्मोनरी वेन से होते हुए वापस बाहर चली जाएगी अपनी CO2। और फिर उसके बाद जब ये O2 आई है, O2 क्या करेगी अपनी, अब O2 ब्रेकडाउन करेगी, ब्रेकडाउन करने में हेल्प करेगी O2 अपनी, और एनर्जी वाटर और CO2 प्रोड्यूस करेगी, ठीक है। ये हुआ बेसिक अपना बेसिक आइडिया रेस्पिरेशन प्रोसेस का ह्यूमन की बॉडी के अंदर, ठीक है। अब अपन आगे बात करेंगे, तो कुछ है ना, अब आगे अपन बात करने वाले हैं अपन अब आगे बात करने वाले हैं ब्रीदिंग के टाइप्स के बारे में, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले ब्रीदिंग है ना, 2 तरह की होती है। देयर इज 2 टाइप्स ऑफ ब्रीदिंग, इनडायरेक्ट एंड डायरेक्ट। So direct and indirect breathing, what happens? Respiratory medium and cell. So there is no medium present between them. Direct diffusion of gases occur between the respiratory medium and cell. So it is called direct. Exchange of gases directly. Exchange of gases directly between respiratory medium and body cells. By the help of diffusion. Okay, so this is direct breathing. Now indirect breathing. In indirect breathing, there is a medium, which is blood. There is no blood in this. In direct breathing, there is no blood. Blood is absent. Blood is absent, but in breathing there is presence of blood. So blood is act as a carrier. Means in simple way I can say that the respiratory medium and body cell get in contact with the help of blood. But indirectly, not indirect. Directly breathing में क्या हो रहा है? Directly breathing में क्या हो रहा है? Direct diffusion हो रहा है गैसेस का. गैस के बीच में कुछ नहीं आ रहा. गैस और बॉडी के सरफेस के बीच में कुछ नहीं. इनडायरेक्ट में क्या है? गैस और बॉडी सरफेस के बीच में ब्लड है जो एक्ट कर रहा है कैरियर की तरह. ठीक है. So this direct breathing is seen in from class and from porifera to escalamenthes. जो ऑर्गेनिज्म पोरिफेरा और एस्केलेमेंथिस उसमें प्रेजेंट होते हैं उनके अंदर डायरेक्ट ब्रीदिंग होती है. एंड फ्रॉम एनालिडा टू कॉर्डेट्स देयर इज प्रेजेंस ऑफ ब्रीदिंग व्हिच इज डायरेक्ट. इनडायरेक्ट. So this is the breathing different types, and now we study about different breathing structure, different form of breathing organs which are present in organism from porifera to quadrilates. From this topic there is a simple question of match the following. Come in neat paper. So now see, there is four types of organs that present and help in breathing of an organism. First is skin, second is gills, third is lungs, and fourth is buccal cavity, which is very rare. So first of all, we see about skin help in breathing in which organism. जिन organism में skin help करती है और respiration या फिर breathing के लिए उसके बारे में देखेंगे. ठीक है. तो now I am making a flow chart to make that easy to understand that what is the meaning of my words. Skin. The breathing which is done by skin is called cutaneous breathing. Now by gills. The breathing which done by gills are called brachial breathing. Now lungs. The breathing which is done by lungs is called pulmonary breathing. Okay, now this is the basic idea of how the different organisms breathe to different type of organ present in their body. Now we talk about the different organisms and their parts that they respire through. Now first we talk about we talk about respiratory organs in the organisms. Okay. So animals. So first of all we have annelids. They respire through their cuticle by skin. Okay. Now second ones are arthropods. Arthropods have many different type of organs for respiration, and we see that in the main thing is about that from the arthropod section we have a very good match the following question which come in me. First of all, we have aquatic arthropods. They respire through aquatic arthropod respires through gills. Now, second ones are insecta. Insecta, cockroach, grasshopper, locust, these organisms come in the insecta class. So they respire through tracheal system. Now third one is Arachnidia. Spiders and Scorpio come in this class. They respire through book lungs. Okay. Why these structures are called book lungs? Because it looks like a open book. And the fourth one is limulus. The living fossil. This organism respires through book gills. Okay, this is arthropoda. Now we come about mollusca and echinoderms. Mollusca respire through gills and echinoderms respire through 2 feet. Gills and echinoderms by so these are our non-chordates. Now we talk about chordates animal by which organs they respire. First of all, in chordates we have fishes. Fishes are two types, bony and cartilaginous. So bony fishes respire through gills, and cartilaginous fish also respire through gills. But there is a difference between their gills. In bony fish, there is 6 to 7 pair of gills present without operculum, and in cartilaginous fish, there is 4 pair of gills with operculum. Four pair of gills without now amphibians. In amphibians there is one organism which is called frog. Frogs show all 4 type of frog have all 4 type of respiratory organs. The gills are present at a tadpole stage, and the lungs, skin, and buccopharyngeal organs are present in the adult stage. So we can write it here. In amphibian, in frog, tadpole stage. Tadpole stage means tadpole live in water, 100% live in water, so it is 100% on gills for their respiration. मतलब जो tadpole है अपना वो पानी में रहेगा 24 घंटे, बेचारा पानी में वो है, पानी में पैदा होएगा, पानी में पैदा हो रहा है तो उसको पानी में रेस्पिरेशन के लिए चाहिए, क्योंकि जो एक्वेटिक हैबिटेट होता है उसमें जो रेस्पिरेटरी ऑर्गन होता है बस वो एक होता है जो होता है। ठीक है, फिर अपन आगे बात करेंगे। जो दूसरी बात है जो अपना फ्रॉग है, अब जो फ्रॉग की जो अडल्ट स्टेज है ना, ये भी लैंड और वाटर में रहती है, तो उसका देखो। जब अडल्ट फ्रॉग वाटर में रहता है ना तो 100% वो स्किन से रेस्पायर करता है। जब लैंड में रहता है तो लैंड को 3 तरीके से वो करता है, द फर्स्ट परसेंट इज 36% स्किन, 56% lungs, and the remaining by buccopharyngeal cavity. ओके, सो फ्रॉग टैडपोल स्टेज में गिल से रेस्पायर करेगा। जब वो अडल्ट बन जाएगा, जब वो लैंड पे रहेगा, अडल्ट होकर लैंड पे रहेगा, तो उसमें वो 36% तो करेगा अपनी स्किन से, 56% करेगा लंग्स से, और बाकी का जो बचा हुआ है उससे वो अपनी बक्कोफेरिंजियल कैविटी से करेगा रेस्पिरेशन। फिर जब वो पानी में जाएगा, अडल्ट फ्रॉग जब पानी में जाएगा तो वो अपनी स्किन से रेस्पिरेशन करेगा 100%। ठीक है, अब आते हैं अपने रेप्टाइल्स। ये तीनों बंदे, these three the organism come in these three class, respire through lungs only. इनके पास और कोई साधन नहीं है रेस्पिरेशन का, ये बस लंग्स पे निर्भर है। ठीक है, तो ये हो गया अपनी जनरल इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट चैप्टर रेस्पिरेशन इन ऑर्गन। अब आगे अपन देखेंगे ह्यूमन रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम के बारे में बता करेंगे। Now I am drawing a flow chart which tell about the full respiratory tract of human and different organs comprising the respiratory tract of human. Okay. So first, then nasal chamber. Secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, initial bronchi, secondary bronchi. Okay, so this is the pathway of air. Pathway of air in which pathway of air in respiratory system. Okay, nose to nasal chamber, from nasal chamber to pharynx, pharynx to larynx, then trachea to primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, initial bronchi, primary bronchi, alveolar duct, and at last alveoli where exchange of gases occur. So in this, from primary bronchi to initial bronchiole, so it is called as bronchial tree, and from primary bronchi to bronchiole to alveoli it is called respiratory tree. In further chapter I will tell about all the things about this and in detail the structure of human respiratory tract. Means in detail I will going to tell about nose, nasal chamber, pharynx, larynx, trachea, primary bronchi, about these all structures that present in our respiratory tract.